One of the quiet fears many people over 50 carry is that simple everyday movements might one day betray us, that a small stumble on the stairs could mean more than just a bruise. It could mean a broken hip, a fractured wrist, or weeks of recovery that take away our independence. Osteoporosis, this silent thief of bone strength, doesn't announce its arrival with pain or symptoms until it's often too late. Many older adults know this feeling well. The worry when bending down to lift a grandchild, or when stepping onto a slippery bathroom floor. And in those quiet moments of reflection, the question comes, how do we keep our bones strong enough to carry us through the years we still want to live fully? This is where the story of eggs comes in, a food that has sparked debates for decades, sometimes praised, sometimes criticized, yet always present on our breakfast plates. Today, I want to share with you the truth about eggs and osteoporosis, and why this humble food may be more powerful than you think when it comes to protecting your bones and preserving your freedom after 50. When we think of osteoporosis, we usually think about calcium. That's what doctors, commercials, and even family members have told us for years. Drink your milk, take your supplements, eat your yogurt. But bones aren't just made of calcium, they're living tissue, complex structures that need more than just one mineral to stay strong. They need protein, vitamin D, vitamin K2, phosphorus, and yes, even the right fats to support the balance of hormones that regulate bone density. And this is where eggs become fascinating because in one small package, nature gives us so many of these vital elements. Let's start with protein. As we age, one of the most dangerous processes in our bodies is muscle loss, known as sarcopenia. Weak muscles mean more falls, and more falls mean more fractures. Each egg contains high-quality protein, the kind our bodies actually know how to use efficiently. Unlike plant proteins that sometimes lack certain amino acids, eggs deliver a complete set, which helps maintain and repair both muscles and bones. Imagine starting your day with 2 eggs. That's about 12 grams of this gold standard protein, fueling your muscles, keeping you stronger, and lowering your risk of the very falls that break bones. But protein is only one side of the story. Let's talk about vitamin D. Many people over 50 live with low vitamin D levels without realizing it, and vitamin D is like the gatekeeper for calcium. Without enough of it, your body simply cannot absorb calcium effectively. Now, eggs, specifically the yolks, contain vitamin D. Not as much as the sun, of course, but enough to make a difference when eaten consistently. For someone who maybe doesn't spend long hours outdoors anymore or who lives in areas with less sunlight, these yolks can be a small but steady contribution to filling the gap. Think of them as little suns on your plate, bright and golden, whispering to your bones, "I'm here to help." And then there's vitamin K2, an unsung hero of bone health. Not everyone knows this, but vitamin K2 has a unique role. It tells calcium where to go. Without K2, calcium can end up in your arteries, contributing to stiffness and heart disease, instead of being deposited into your bones where you desperately need it. Eggs, especially those from pasture-raised hens, provide K2. It's not a flashy nutrient, not one you hear about in television ads, but it's absolutely essential. Imagine this. You're doing all the right things, taking calcium, maybe even taking vitamin D, but without K2, your bones remain undernourished. Eggs quietly step in to provide the missing piece of the puzzle. Of course, we can't talk about eggs without addressing the big elephant in the room, cholesterol. For decades, older adults were told to avoid eggs, to fear them, to cut them out if they cared about their heart. I remember hearing stories of people who loved their sunny side ups but gave them up reluctantly, eating bland breakfasts in the name of health. But science has changed. We now know that dietary cholesterol doesn't affect blood cholesterol the way we once thought. In fact, eggs contain HDL cholesterol, the so-called good cholesterol, which supports healthy cell membranes, hormone production, and yes, even bone health. Because did you know hormones like estrogen and testosterone, which decline with age and contribute to bone loss, are made from cholesterol? Eggs provide a natural source to support your body in keeping its balance. So instead of being the enemy, eggs might actually be allies in the fight against osteoporosis. Now, let's bring this down to everyday life. Imagine you're over 60 and you've noticed your energy dipping. You want to keep gardening, walking, or playing with your grandchildren, but your back aches, your knees feel weaker, and maybe your doctor mentioned that your bone density scan shows early signs of thinning. What can you do? Yes, you'll need a balanced diet overall. Yes, weight-bearing exercise like walking or light resistance training is key. But the foundation of your daily meals matters more than ever. And a simple habit like eating eggs regularly can be a cornerstone. Think of an omelet packed with vegetables in the morning, or a boiled egg as a snack instead of cookies. These small choices build up day after day, year after year, protecting your skeleton silently, even when you don't notice. If you've ever felt the frustration of conflicting nutrition advice, you're not alone. One day eggs are good, the next they're bad, and then they're good again. It makes you want to throw up your hands and say, who can I trust? But this is why I encourage you to trust your body and to trust consistent, updated science, not outdated fears. The evidence today points to eggs as nutrient-dense, affordable, and effective allies for older adults, especially when it comes to protecting bones. And here's something personal. I've seen friends who, after ignoring protein for years, began incorporating more eggs into their breakfast and noticed a real difference, not only in their strength, but also in their mood and sharpness. There's something grounding about starting the day with real food that nourishes you deeply. Now, you might be asking, how many eggs should I eat? Is it safe to eat them every day? For most older adults, yes, 1 to 2 eggs daily is considered safe and beneficial, unless you have a very specific medical condition that your doctor warns you about. Studies show that moderate egg consumption does not increase the risk of heart disease, and in fact, it may even reduce the risk of stroke. So, don't fear the egg. Embrace it, but also embrace balance. Pair your eggs with fresh vegetables, whole grains, and healthy fats like avocado or olive oil. Avoid drowning them in processed bacon or greasy sausages, because those foods do not serve your bones or your heart. Instead, let the egg shine as part of a colorful, wholesome plate. If you've been struggling with osteoporosis or know someone, I want to pause here and invite you. Share your story in the comments. Have you had a fracture scare, or maybe you've been told your bone density is declining? You're not alone, and by sharing, you not only help yourself, but you might encourage someone else who is silently worried. And if you're finding this conversation helpful, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, because this is the kind of knowledge that can truly change lives after 50. Another point worth mentioning is the affordability of eggs. Many older adults live on fixed incomes, watching every dollar, sometimes choosing between medicine and groceries. Eggs, compared to other protein sources like fish or lean meat, are often far cheaper, yet just as powerful. In times when healthcare costs keep rising, knowing that something as simple and inexpensive as eggs can contribute to stronger bones is a relief, almost a gift. But let's go deeper. Osteoporosis is not only about the skeleton, it's about independence. It's about whether you can continue to live the way you want, to stay in your home, to travel, to hug your grandchildren without fear. And every food choice you make is either building that independence or chipping away at it. Eggs, with their combination of protein, vitamin D, vitamin K2, and other nutrients, are small but mighty tools you can use daily in this battle. Don't underestimate them. Let me paint a picture. It's a sunny morning. You crack open 2 eggs, whisk them with a handful of spinach and onions, cook them gently with a touch of olive oil. On the side, maybe a slice of whole grain toast. This isn't just breakfast, it's medicine, it's prevention. It's a statement that says, I value my body, I want to be strong, I choose life. And that choice, made again and again, will carry you further than you imagine. Before we close, I want to acknowledge something. Eating eggs alone won't solve osteoporosis. It's not a magic pill. But in combination with other smart choices, like staying active, getting sunlight, avoiding smoking and excess alcohol, they can be a powerful part of your strategy. Sometimes the simplest solutions are the most effective if only we stay consistent. So here's my challenge to you. Tomorrow morning, instead of reaching for sugary cereal or skipping breakfast altogether, try making eggs your first step towards stronger bones. Notice how you feel. Notice your energy, your satisfaction, and over time, trust that your bones are quietly thanking you. And if you take just one message from today's story, let it be this. Osteoporosis is not a life sentence. You have more control than you think, and the foods you choose matter deeply. Eggs are not the villains we once thought. They are friends, allies, protectors of your strength. So embrace them and embrace the life you still want to live fully, vibrantly, and independently. If you found this helpful, please share it with someone you love, maybe a brother, sister, or friend who also worries about their bones. Together, we can spread hope and truth, one plate at a time. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next conversation. We have so much more to explore about living healthier and stronger after 50. And remember this as you go on with your day. Every small choice counts. The egg you eat today is an investment in the freedom of your tomorrows. Let's keep choosing wisely with courage and hope. Because life after 50 is not about decline, it's about building a foundation strong enough to carry us into the years we still have left, with dignity, joy, and unshakable strength.